Thousands of people are facing deportation from Waterloo after a Biden-era order was revoked and is set to expire now in April.
KWWL's Emily Moss spoke with a local organization about what's next for these immigrants.
People are very scared, sad, emotional.
Thousands of immigrants with humanitarian parole in Waterloo will have to leave in less than a month after the Department of Homeland Security announced their legal status would be revoked, and many would be deported home. The Biden-era order allowed immigrants from 4 countries, Venezuela, Cuba, Haiti, and Nicaragua, to receive 2-year work permits in the United States.
Their countries are either warring or have conflicts, and our efforts to bring them in on parole allow them, to take a step back and get some work.
World Grace Project Executive Director Karen Everling says for major area employers like Tyson, hundreds of people will be forced to leave behind their jobs.
We see in our numbers that 7 out of 10 do not have a permanent status yet. That means, if there's 1,500 there, we're going to easily impact hundreds. So I think it could be likely that it'll be possibly 400 to 800 that could be impacted for jobs.
Now, families are scrambling to figure out what comes next.
It's really hard when you work closely with the families and faces have names and you know the families, you know their children, you know their background, and it's really hard to see that they're going to be hit in this way. They've worked very hard to get established here, and there's been funding to establish them here. So I feel like it's very difficult that we are pulling that away.
But the impact from the decision will likely be widespread.
I believe there's thousands here, potentially 3,000 to 4,000.
Well, we reached out to Tyson today about the impact and have not yet heard back.
And the humanitarian parole legal status is set to expire coming up on April 24th. We should also note the term parole in this case only means temporary. It has nothing to do with any sort of criminal activity.